There's no question that the marketplace is changing and is not driven by the insurance market pricing, which is coming down, but is more driven by the client's needs and the sophistication of those clients and how those have progressed over the last 5 to 10 years. Clients are now a lot more sophisticated, understand the sales structure, but they're also looking to sort of participate in their own risks. Albeit by increasing their cash flows, improving their profitability, but participating in those risks means that we have to provide solutions which are quite different to captives and cells which have been provided in the past. So these days what we're looking to do is provide a solution which can provide access to those particular profitabilities whilst at the same time giving them comfort in terms of their risk-taking abilities. A number of clients also now are looking to take on much more risk within their own vehicles as well. They're much more comfortable with their own risk appetite, understand what those risks are, and this is despite the marketplace reducing its insurance costs. So the mindset is considerably different to what it has been in the past. One area which we see is very, very important for our clients owning cell structures is for them to actually develop their own protected cell companies or their incorporated cell companies so that they can provide insurance opportunities for themselves, but also for their clients as well. We see it as a way of locking in clients for owners of PCCs or ICCs, which we see as a strengthening of those relationships, but also providing the profitability to the clients, but also an opportunity of profit sharing with their own particular clients, which we see as a big driver and a big growth for us, certainly during 2015. Yes, it is a fair comment, and certainly we've seen in Kane a number of mainland Europe clients begin in 2014, even in 2013, ranging from Switzerland, Eastern Europe, and also in what I would call the Eurozone as well. And the reason why that is because a lot of the European markets still uses London as a main focal point for insurance. And we've seen that the European marketplace, or certainly mainland Europe, has really effectively caught up with the UK in terms of understanding the sales strategies and the sales concept. And as a result of that, they're looking for opportunities, once again, to maximize their own return on capital internally by using sales structure to access their profitability for their own organization. And we're seeing that they understand this concept is outside of Solvency II. They're comfortable with locations such as Guernsey, and these can provide facilities which other mainland European jurisdictions cannot provide. And we're continue to see big growth in that area. And we're very, very excited, especially about France and Germany, where we've done a number of presentations over the last 12 months, even translated all our products into German and French. And we're seeing great growth in that area, and we're excited about the opportunity for us. I think there's two extremes here. I think at one level, we're seeing a big growth, what I would call from the entrepreneurial individual or marketplace. These may be backed by personal finance or maybe by PE, but also at the other end of the scale, we're seeing large funds using these insurance transactions, ILS transactions being the key one, but also longevity swaps as well. And the reason why we're seeing this particular growth is because at both ends of the spectrum, they understand the marketplace, but also want to maximize their own internal rate of return on the capital that's being put into the companies. I think the entrepreneurial ones are the most exciting one for us, because certainly in the financial services industry, there's a lot of growth in that particular area. And we're seeing areas such as broking, retail brokers, MGAs expanding in that area, who understand the product, have sophisticated understanding of how sales work, but also have good history in understanding their own products and how they can maximize their returns internally. So those are the kind of market sectors that we're looking at. And what we do within Kane is to provide a product which is neatly wrapped in terms of providing a solution for them to access the cash flows and the profitability, but also provide the comfort in terms of using the Lloyd's market or the London market, so that there's an overall wrap in terms of providing the opportunities and sophistication that they require, but also giving them the comfort for those particular products. How Guernsey has grown over the last 5 to 10 years indicates that the major growth for Guernsey has been through cell companies. And when we compare that with other jurisdictions within Europe, then Guernsey is still growing at a faster rate than the other jurisdictions. And the reason why that is well, there's a whole series of factors really. One is we're outside of Solvency II, which brings some certainty in terms of the process, regulatory process. We can set up capital efficient models. There's the speed of setup. The cost of setting up business is very, very quick. We have the infrastructure here to be able to manage that properly. We have regulators who are keen to develop this kind of business as well, but also provide the certainty with all the background of IMF, OECD studies that there is strong regulation there as well. And it's a combination of all those factors that provide this ability for Guernsey to provide these structures. And also we're looking to expand on those structures as well. So we've developed from the protected cell company to the incorporated cell company, and also looking, for example, to develop areas whereby we can provide blanket authority, providing the similarity between the products being regulated. I think there's two key areas here. One is that we need to educate a lot more and also create awareness. And that's not just within the UK and Europe, but globally as well. And one of the key areas I find for Guernsey is making sure that compared with other domiciles around the world, the infrastructure is recognised and it's as well recognised as a financial centre. One of the key areas that Kane is looking at the moment is providing what I would call a one-stop solution. So for example, if we look at the insurance-linked securities, we can provide the front-end management model structure, providing the administration for an ILS structure. But what Kane can also provide is also the backup behind that, because we have the sophistication, but also the infrastructure in place to provide the fund management and also the transactions that go with that as well, and all the various trades. So what we're looking to do is really expand from purely what I would call an insurance management operation, but also providing a one-stop solution to all of our clients, which provides them with comfort, but also provides a much more cost-efficient model for them to work on. And cost efficiency is one of the big drivers in terms of developing this marketplace going forward.